Hey guys, what's going on? This is Bro CK here, coming to you for the very first time recording with voiceover for one of my videos. This is a tutorial video for how to create a realistic cosplay for Sekiro in Dark Souls 3. I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoyed playing through Sekiro, and so I wanted to make a character that mimics him as much as possible. So first I'm going to go through the sliders so that you can create your own character if you want. Just pause the video and copy the character stats when creating your character. And then second I'm going to go through some of the armor and weapons and stat loadout that I chose to use for this character. Now, it took me a while to get Sekiro looking right in Dark Souls 3. I always find the character creator to be a little bit clunky and hard to make characters look realistic. Somehow my creations always end up looking like abominations somehow. But after a while of tweaking, I think this guy turned out alright. I even found a reasonably good tattoo that looks like the scarring on the right side of Sekiro's face, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now, for the weapons and armor that I'm using the sharp Uchigatana on a dex build as Sekiro's Kusabimaru. You can actually use any of the katanas, and I like to switch it up depending on the situation, i.e. maybe a poison-infused Onikiri and Ubadachi for the Kusabimaru and Sabimaru. I use the Pyro Hand plus Fire Surge for the loaded Flame Vent, the Thrall Axe for the loaded axe, and the Winged Spear for the loaded spear attachment. I'm using Tears of Denial as my resurrection ability. Shadows die twice after all. For rings, I'm using the Prisoner's Chain, Ring of Favor +3, Aldrich's Ring, and either the Hornet Ring or Knightslayer Ring, depending on the situation. Aldrich's Ring is being used to mimic the Breath of Life Light ability in Sekiro. This grants a small amount of health after critical attacks like parry riposte and backstabs, just like in Sekiro. Now, honestly, this was just for the cosplay. This ring is not actually that practical since it gives such a small amount of health back after each crit. So for armor, I'm using the Eastern Armor or the Shadow Garb if I want to have a fast roll. Here are the stats. This is an SL 120 Dex build, as I mentioned before, but it can be used at a lower soul levels as well. Just make sure that you have at least 15 Faith for Tears of Denial, or 10 Faith plus the Priestess Ring to cast it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy and find this helpful. If you do, leave a comment or a like below. I'm always looking for feedback to make the channel better. Good luck guys, and happy hunting.